Duel Nature of Matter. Introduction. If certain metals are irradiated by ultraviolet light, the electrons were emitted having small velocities. It was also found that if certain metals are heated to high temperature, the electrons were emitted. These studies led scientists to think that electrons are fundamental particles and are universal constituent of matter. Later on, Millikan measured experimentally the change on the droplets and predicted that the charge on a droplet is always integral multiple of an elementary charge 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 C, which is the integral multiple of charge of an electron is equal to 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 C. This shows that the charge on a body is quantized. Photons. Photons are the packets of energy or energy particles which are emitted by a source of radiation. They travel in a straight line with speed of light. Free electrons in metals. In metals, the electrons in the outer shell called valence electron of the atoms are loosely bound. They are quite free to move easily with the metal surface, but cannot leave the metal surface. Such loosely bound electrons are called free electrons. Electron emission. The phenomenon of emission of electrons from the surface of a metal is called electron emission. Thermionic emission, photoelectric emission, field emission or cold cathode emission, secondary emission, photoelectric effect. Experimental study of photoelectric effect. The apparatus consists of an evaluated glass or quartz tube which encloses a photosensitive plate C called emitter and a metal plate A called collector. A transparent window W is sealed onto the glass tube which can be covered with a filter for a light of particular radiation. This will allow the light of particular wavelength to pass through it. The plate A can be given a desired positive or negative potential with respect to plate C. Voltmeter B measures the potential difference between the plate C and A, and micrometer mu A measures the photoelectric current in the circuit. When monochromatic radiation of suitable frequency obtained from source S after being filtered by a filter attached on the window W fall on the photosensitive plate C, the photoelectrons are emitted from C, which get accelerated towards the plate A if it is kept at positive potential. These electrons flow in the outer circuit, resulting in the photoelectric current. Due to it, the micrometer shows a deflection. The reading of micrometer measures the photoelectric current. It is the phenomenon of emission of electrons from the surface of metals when radiation of suitable frequency fall on them, called photoelectrons, photoelectric current. Einstein photoelectric equation. Einstein explained the various laws of photoelectric emission on the basis of Planck's quantum theory. According to Planck's quantum theory, light radiation consists of tiny packets of energy called quanta. One quantum of light radiation is called a photon, which travels with the speed of light. The energy of a photon is given by E is equal to hv, where h is Planck's constant and v is the frequency of light radiation. Photoelectric cell. Photoelectric cell, it is a device which converts light energy into electrical energy. It is also called an electric eye. Photoelectric cells are of three types, namely photoemissive cells, photovoltaic cell, photoconductive cell. Photoelectric cell. It consists of an evacuated glass or quartz tube. Inside the tube, the semi-cylindrical photosensitive metal plate C and a wire loop A, which serves as a cathode and anode respectively. The tube is provided with insulating base on which metallic pins are projected. The elements inside the tube are connected to these pins, and through these pins, photocell is fitted into a socket and is connected to the external circuit having a battery B and micro emitter mu A and a load resistance R in the circuit. When light of suitable frequency is allowed to like cell. Here A is a thin transparent film of silver or gold. It is held over a semiconducting layer C of cuprous oxide coated over a metallic surface of copper or gold. When sunlight falls on the film, it passes through it and illuminating the surface of semiconductor. Thus, the photoelectrons are emitted from cuprous oxide layer. These photoelectrons are collected by film A, then potential difference is developed between A and C. It means the cell supplies current without any external battery. Conductive cell. It consists of a thin surface of film of some metal which is placed on thin layer of semiconductor, which in turn is placed over a metal layer of iron. A potential difference of about 100 volt is applied across surface film and iron layer. When the light of suitable frequency falls on the film, the electrical resistance of the semiconductor decreases. So, the current starts flowing in outer circuit. The current changes with changing in the intensity of incident light.